Alright, PPs, we have the third week of the GT3-4 Supercar Series. We're at Donington Park for a 9 PM race start. So we're going to start in the night time, and it's accelerated time, so they shall go into daytime, maybe back to nighttime, but I'm not sure about that. So we have on screen now, we've got Andy Craven, who has set the fastest time so far, 1:29, dead pretty much, with the reigning champion Chris. Oh no, that's not Chris, that's the other. So we got two TWIs. So that is Connor Johnson, who is second in the championship at the minute with 24 points. Andy Craven is fourth, just behind with 23 points. And in third with a 1:33 is Connor's brother, I think is his brother, Callum, who a little bit behind, 17 points in the championship. So he's just set a 1:33, about a second slower. Let's have a look at some GT4s. Rob is in a GT4, and he is with 22 points in the series. Can everyone still hear me? So I'm hearing everybody else. Misha, can you hear me? Misha, can you hear me? I'm guessing Misha can't hear me, which is good, because they don't really want me commentating while they're driving. So we've got 12 minutes left in the session. We've got 15 cars on track. The only one not to set a time yet, he's out on track, is Lloyd Braggy in his purple Renault. Just making himself a gap to set his time. So Rob's in 7th place, 5.8 seconds slower than GT3s. That sounds a pretty good time to me. And behind them we got Robert. He's in the Porsche Cayman there. He's given up on that lap. Rob's in a Ginetta. Rob's one of the faster guys in the group, and he's gone back in the pits. Misha just gone past this line, 1:36 dead. Mr. Blonde's just overtaken him there. Mr. Blonde's 1:36. We've got a spinner there, whoever that was. Going back to GT3s, still Andy and Callum. Nothing between them really. Oh, Callum's just gone off track. 4th place. Oh, Chris Russell, there's our reigning champion. Set a nice lap, 1:29.3. 3 tenths, only 3 tenths off the lead. There's Kimi. That's our, I'm not sure if he's from Belgium or France. I'm not entirely sure, but he's in the lead in the GT3 class at the minute with 31 points. He's down in 5th, 1.6 seconds off the lead. Lloyd bragging, he set his time, 6th fastest. There's Terry Mills in the Mercedes, 138. There's Andre in the pits, bringing up the GT3s, 134. So Rob's still in the lead in the GT4s with a 134.8. Mr. Blonde 136.4. That's Paul, him, myself and Chris all finished within a few points of the championship last season, and we had a really good battle, so expect him up there near the end. Smisha looks like he's had an accident, he's lost the headlight. Andy Craven coming up strong. Alright, he's given up on that. So still Andy leading by 0.06 of a second from Callum. Then it's Chris, 0.3 seconds slower. Then Connor. No, not Connor's the other one, right? That's Callum. Then Kimmy. Then Lloyd. Nothing between Lloyd and Terry. Nothing between them at all. And then we got Andre. Andre bring up the GT3s with Rob in the Ginetta, only 8 tenths slower than Andre. And we got Ross, Robert, just slightly slower than Rob. I'm taking the sign out, lovely. Obviously didn't like that sign. Then we got a second down on them. We got Paul, Misha still going round. Dimar's there. Dimar, you expect him up near the front. Just slowing down, letting the fast guys pass. I'm sure he's going to wind up a decent lap in a minute. It's one of our one of the fastest drivers we've got in the group. And we got Shag, Chris. Is that Aston Martin? He's an Aston Martin. And bringing up the field we have Matt Hill in his American Muscle. So the ones to keep an eye on for Rob and Robert. Expect them to fight out for the win. And it looks like the brothers are second and third. Got Callum and Connor 2 tenths off the lead. He's given up on that. Audi, not the fastest car, but got good traction. We've got some tight bends. I prefer the Porsche, but not today. And he's out on track. 5 minutes left in the session, so we get 3 more laps in. Find yourself some clean space. Still Rob first in the GT3, GT4s, and Andy still holding on to that lead. Only 0.06 of a second off Callum. Right, so coming into the last 3 minutes of the qualifying, still no change at the top for the GT3s, and Rob is still holding on by 2 tenths to Robert in the GT4s. Demar not getting the hang of this. He expected him to be a bit higher up. Oh, we got a change in the lead. Oh my life! Terry Mills out of the blue. 128.8. Nice. Didn't see that coming. So now, new leader, new pole sitter, Terry Mills. There you go, he's pulling into the pits. So yeah, unexpected that, but well deserved. 128.8. Andy, 2.5 tenths back. Callum, 3 tenths back. His brother Connor, well, I'm getting them mixed up all day long. 5 tenths back. Chris Russell, 6 tenths back. Can anyone displace him? On board with Andy, see what he can do. I'm sure he's seen the leaderboard and noticed that he's not in pole anymore. Got a little bit of traffic coming up. Looks like he's on it. Looks like. Shame we haven't got the split times. We'll fit one more lap in after this if he's got the fuel. Looks like he might have. Has he given up on this? Yeah, I think he's Porsche's just about got out of the way. Can he make an improvement? No. Alright, so this is final attempt to try and improve. Still Rob leading the GT4s. I think he might have pulled out a little bit of extra gap there. He's got 5 tenths now. Whether anyone can do anything about that. Rob's in the pits, so he can't improve. Down to the last minute, so everyone on their final laps now. Andy and Callum still on laps. Andy halfway around the track. Callum is coming to the end of his lap. Can he improve? In 4th spot at the minute. 4.5 tenths off the lead. Coming across the finish line. Not the best of exits. no improvement. So on Andy, coming on past the finish line now. Can he improve? No, he can't improve. So pole position for Terry Mills. Well done. Bit of a shock, but I'm sure he's happy. Everyone else is coming in the pits. I don't think Misha's going to beat Rob, so Rob McEwen, I think it's called, is pole position for the GT4s. And Terry Mills excellent. So there we go, that's qualifying for week 3 of 8 in the GT3-4 series. Donington Park, 30 laps, 2 pit stops for a minimum of 2 tyres, which I find makes for good strategic placement of where you pit to do undercuts and traffic, get out of the way of traffic. So that should be interesting in the race. We have a night race, but accelerated time to so it'll be night day, maybe back to night again. So there we have Terry Mills, Bothered Flea, 128.8. Excellent pole position there in his Mercedes. Andy, oh Jesus, I keep getting these brothers mixed up. They're gonna do me in. Connor is 20, and his brother in 4th is Callum. Then Chris Russell, the reigning champion, in 5th, 129.3. Kimmy 6th, Lloyd 7th, and Andre 8th. And in the GT4s, Rob gets pole with 134.5, and Robert in 2nd, and Paul in 3rd. So let's get the race underway. Here we go. So we have a Mercedes, Ginetta, and an Audi on the first 3 rows, first 3 cars. And then we have, that's a McLaren, isn't it? McLaren, Lamborghini, what's Kimmy in? I don't know what Kimmy's in. Lloyd's in a Renault. And then we've got the GT4s. We have Ginetta and plenty of Porsches. Not sure what is Robert in. Rob's in a Porsche. Paul's in a Porsche. Misha's in a Ginetta. Dima's in a Toyota. Chris is in a Aston Martin, and then we have the muscle of a Mustang at the back. So here we go. They're just sorting out their strategies. So let's get ready for the first few corners, which is always interesting to watch. I'm sure we've had some pretty good starts in the last couple of races. The first race was in Imola, so you know that first chicane is a nightmare. So let's hope this first corner everyone can be nice to each other. Here we go. So race is ready to roll, and we're off. So good start for the Lamborghini in 5th, but everyone's pretty nip and tuck at the minute, coming into the first corner, and Terry still in the lead. Andy still second, McLaren and the Audi, everyone seems to be doing good. Let's work our way back a bit. We've got Kimi just going off the track, got another car off the track back there, be coming back on. Yeah, everyone seems to be playing ball. We've got loads of Porsches. Oh, one outbreak himself there. But looks like we've got a new leader. Andy has taken the lead. Andy has got past Terry for the lead, but he's getting in the slipstream. And then we've got Callum in 3rd place. So oh, we got one Twinny back there. He's had a bit of a bad start. He's down in 12th and 2nd. But these two up front are trading places. We've got Terry right on the track with Andy, and them fighting is letting Callum catch up. Back in 4th we've got Chris Russell and Lloyd Braggy. Back in 5th. Kimi with that off has still held on to 6th, but Terry Mills and Andy are nip and tuck here. We want to try and keep their headlights intact, being it's night time. Won't be so bad in the daytime, but Andy Craven, one of our fastest drivers, leading. Oh, there was a bad accident there. I think Terry touched the grass, and then that was it. Span and the car behind didn't have much chance. So now we have Andy in 1st, and then we got a 2.5 second gap back to Callum. And 3rd we've got Chris Russell in the Lamborghini. So Connor's made his way up pretty well. He's back up to 6th from 12th a minute ago. Looks like Lloyd's had a bit of a accident. He's dropped back to 9th. And here we have our first pit stop. We have Callum coming in, getting some fresh tyres on lap 3 of 30, so he's got 1 lap to go. Might have had a bit of damage there, a bit of a long pit stop. Who else have we got in the pit? Matt's come into the pits for an early pit stop too. So already cars out of position, so we got Andy in the lead, 5.5 seconds to Chris Russell, and then we due to pit stops we've got Kimi up to 3rd, and we have a GT4. Oh no, we haven't. We got Andre up to 4th, and the charging Callum, who must have had some kind of accident at the start. We didn't quite see that. He's making his way back up the field, and he's up to 4th now. He's just getting past Andre. Yeah, up to 4th. So now next in line for him is Kimi, but Andy pulling the gap out. He's got 5.5 second lead. There we go, past Kimi. So see, I told you, I keep getting these mixed up. It's not Callum, it's Connor. Connor is in the Audi, and he's in 2nd. No, Chris Russell is second, and Callum is in third. That's their fault for having the same 3 letters in their ID, but there we go. You can't win all of them. So Chris Russell losing a second to Andy there, 6.5 seconds in the lead. Let's see if Connor's pit stop pays up for him. 30 seconds behind Andy. I'm guessing a pit stop's about 25 seconds. I wouldn't say it's any more or less than that. I don't know if he had any damage. He might have fixed some damage in that. So keep an eye on Intense Place Mad. Keep an eye on him. If he can try and keep that to 30 seconds to Andy, that might be a close when Andy comes in the pits. So Rob, 23 seconds off the lead in the lead of the GT4s. Paul is 6 seconds behind him. There's Rob, leader in the GT4s, and Mr. Blonde, who's in second. You've got Lloyd, who's out of position here in the GT3s. Is he coming in the pits? No, just overtaking Rob. So again, Andy pulling out a healthy lead now, up to 6.5 seconds. And we have Connor catching up with Chris Russell for second now. Had a bad start, Connor, and he was down in 12th, but he's fought through the field pretty well, and now he's just 2 seconds off the back of Chris Russell to take second, as Chris Russell just overtaking Matt in the GT4. We got Chris Russell 18 points in the championship. And we have Connor, who's second, 24 points, so Chris would do with staying ahead of him if he wants to catch him up in the championship. We've got a couple more pits. We got Demar just coming out of the pits, so Demar took his first stop, lap 5, and we got Shag in the pits with his Aston Martin. So 5 or 6 people pitting already. Here we go, look, Terry Mills storming back through the field. 31 seconds down on Andy a minute ago, and now he's up to 27 seconds. So I think Andy needs to start thinking about pitting if he wants to come back out in the lead, because Terry Mills is on a hot lap. Set some hot times, and he's caught up 5 seconds on Andy the last 2 laps. So Terry Mills, the man on the move, and he's coming up to Lloyd for position. He's lost a couple seconds on this lap, up to 28 seconds now. Robin, the GT4s, has overtaken Andre in the GT3. Not sure if Andre's got a problem or anything, but it's got a 2-second gap back to Andre there in the whatever car that is. That's a Renault as well, isn't it? So yeah, so Rob's aiming for the win and an extra point for finishing in front of a GT3. Mr. Blonde's 10 seconds back on Rob. Robert 5 seconds back on him. How's Terry doing? Terry's 28 seconds back on Andy. Andy's still got 2 pit stops to go. But we have a fight for second here. There we go. Connor has just overtaken Chris for second position, cementing his high points tally for the season. So Connor doing really well to fight back from some kind of incident on the first lap. And he's actually gaining on Andy. 10 seconds back. Rob in the GT4 doing well. But Andre, well, that timing's got to be off because he's right behind him. There's Rob in the GT4 and there's Andre in the GT3 and it says he's 3 seconds back. Well, he's clearly not. Let's wait to see whoever he passes him. There you go, he's going to go past. He's 3 seconds back. And he goes past. And now he's 3 seconds faster. Oh, no idea. Oh, we've got a fight position here. Terry Mills losing time on Andy now. Fighting with Callum in the McLaren. Looks like Terry's lost the back light. So this is the position for sixth position. Terry already pitted once. Callum hasn't pitted yet. We've got a couple drivers back here, a bit behind, but they've all pitted. I think Misha's the last one that hasn't pitted from the back of the field. There we go, Robert in for his first stop. Misha's just gone past. Robert 12 seconds in the lead in the GT4s. Terry still trying to find a way past Callum. Chris Russell trying to hang on to Connor, but Connor's got that Audi working well. Catching Andy about a second every 2 laps. Oh, Connor's off. Connor is off. So Chris Russell's just taking second back. So all that hard work. And Connor's got to start again. That's 2 seconds behind now. Everyone's spread out a little bit on the field. I think this is the closest battle we have. Oh, Terry's had enough. He's just lost 12 seconds somewhere. So Andy's got a good cushion now to pit and come back out in front of Terry. Terry must have just had enough. Paul just coming in the pits. He's just leaving the pits. How close is he to Rob? He's come out in plenty of time. So Rob's just coming around the last straight. So Paul's kept his position. Misha, I think, the last one to pit on the and we have Connor coming into the pits. Terry's just coming around the last corner. With Connor ahead of Terry Mills now. That off by Terry has cost him 10 seconds. And now he's 10 seconds behind Connor now. When he came in the pits was in the lead. So Chris Russell just holding the gap to about 12 seconds. It's been around 10-11 seconds for a while. But Andy clearly has got a good cushion, and here he comes, he's coming in. Andy in the pits, and it looks like Misha in as well behind him, and Rob in there as well. There's Rob. Rob's coming out. Yeah, Rob's got plenty of time to come in out in the lead. Let's see how is Rob coming out close to Misha? No, Misha's not come out. Misha's not out yet. Rob's coming past, so Misha's lost that spot. Demar. Misha's going to be out before Demar. So Terry has lost a fair few spaces in this pit window by having that off. Terry in the pits at the second pit stop, so he's getting his 2 pit stops out of the way, and then he can just crack on. So here we have Connor and Lloyd. That's Callum and Lloyd, sorry, Callum and Lloyd. This might be a little bit dicey. Oh, he gets it. Oh, Lloyd's fighting back. Oh, up. Well, that was a bit touch and go, but good driving. Good driving. Oh, it looks like Lloyd's had enough, or has Andy come in the pits? Because Kimmy is all over him. I'm not sure if Andy's had an accident or he's been in the pits, and we might miss that. But Kimmy is all over the back of Andy. I can't see him pitting. Like, yeah, he might have. But there's the top 4 all in the same window there. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Andy, Kimmy, Callum and Lloyd all in the same stretch. And then you got Chris. Oh no, you got Connor and then Chris as well. So the top 6 GT4s all within 10 seconds of each other. One, two, three, 4. Stick with this. This is a fight for second place. Kimmy dropping back a bit off Andy. I think Andy must have had an accident because he had a healthy 12-second lead, and that was whittled down to 2. It was whittled down to nothing a minute ago. And we got a Porsche in the mix as well. Kimmy goes a bit defensive. got the inside line. Can Callum go around the outside? Oh, bit of a twat. Oi. Oh, he's lucky to hold that. Bit of blind spot going on there. Kimmy coming in the pits? No. 1, 2, 3, 4 again. 4 seconds. No, this Porsche going to get in the way. Yeah, he's getting out of the way. Well done. Good marksmanship there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Second, third, fourth, and. Oh, he's run a bit wide. He's lost the position. Kimmy goes back through. No, that's it. He's staying off track. Don't want to get in Lloyd's way there. And look who's coming up behind. We have the brother. Connor is catching Callum. And Connor has gone past Callum Lloyd already. So here we go. The brothers will be fighting on pitch. So Terry in 7th, 47 seconds back, but he's done both stops. He has lost a bit of time because he's had an off, which is costing the lead. Fight for second place, Kimmy and Callum. No other fights on the track at the minute apart from this one, so we will stick with it. Oh, I'm not sure, there's a bit of track limits going on there, but oi! Have a bit of fisticuffs going on there. And we've got 3 cars going into one corner. That ain't gonna work. Oh, and Kimmy's off. Kimmy is off. Not sure if there's contact there or not, but Connor's off as well. Callum's off. Everyone's off. All of that. And Connor has just gone past everybody. 8 seconds behind Andy. If he can keep it on track and keep it smooth, he can catch Andy. And that's saying something. Kimmy dropped down 20 seconds behind the leader. Damaged. Body damage. Bumpers hanging off. Everything's hanging off. How are we doing in the GT4s? We have Rob 15 seconds in the lead. Mr. Blonde's got a bit of company. It's only 7 seconds ahead of Rob. Misha and Dimar having a bit of a tang bangle at 9 seconds. But this is the battle. We've got Callum and Lloyd now. Everyone's trading places. Kimmy's in the pits, going to be fixing some damage, so he's going to drop back a bit. Lloyd looks like he ran a bit wide. Yeah, Lloyd's ran a bit wide. Kimmy fixing some damage. Did well to hold on to second as long as he did. Terry's just gone past. So bringing up the rear we have Chris Raymond. Then we have Matt Hill, Dimar, Misha, Rob, Paul, other Rob, who's winning in the GT4. And then we got Kimmy still in the pits. A lot of damage. Andre, Terry Mills, Chris Russell, reigning champ, in 5th, in a battle with Lloyd. Coming up to Matt Hill to lap him. Stay with this battle for a minute. Connor slowly catching Andy, nearly down to 8 seconds. But here we got Chris and Lloyd battling it out for 4th spot. Lloyd passed Matt and Chris passed Matt. No time lost there. Any other battles? Paul's on his own. Rob. Kimmy's out of the pits. Kimmy 2 minutes down now. Lloyd's come into the pits. I think this is for his 2nd stop, I'm sure it is. Andy holding on to an 8-second lead. Connor doing a bit of rally crossing. So we got Andy a 10-second lead over Connor. 5 seconds down on his brother Callum. Then we got Chris Russell. Lloyd just pitted. 49 seconds down on the leader. 15 seconds back Terry Mills, who had a very promising start to the race and qualifying, but a couple of mistakes and just dropped him back. A minute back now. And then we got Andre bringing up the GT3s. And then we have Rob, has been in the lead since the start, and he's got a 15-second lead. Oh, whoa, whoa, here we go! Right, this is going to give Paul a chance to catch up. Rob with a rare mistake. Here he comes. Paul coming round last bend now, so oh, Rob's decided to pit. So new leader, Paul Howlett. So this will make it a bit more interesting. Kimmy making his way back from his accident. I wonder how much damage he got caused there. That might cost him the lead and the win. When you've got 12 laps to go, and it's a very long pit stop, so that slight mistake might cost him. So let's keep an eye on how much of a lead Paul's got over Rob. So I got a feeling Paul could pit and come back out in front of Rob now. In the background you see Lloyd overtaking Kimmy, but that's not the position. Kimmy's being lapped. Still Andy, 8-second lead. Connor can't cut that gap. So 12 laps to go. Andy looks set to win. barring any accidents. But Connor's just took half a second off Andy there. Might have had a back marker. And there's another back marker. There you go, Mr. Blonde. Paul coming into the pits, so let's keep an eye on Rob, because I have a feeling Paul is going to get out in front of Rob now. Rob doing a bit of rally crossing there. So Paul still in the pits. He's coming out. Yeah, we are going to have a new leader. Rob coming around to the last corner. So we have a new leader for the race with nearly 11 laps to go. Paul, and you see in the background, there he is, Rob coming around the last corner. So Paul's got a 6-second lead over Rob. Yeah, 6-second lead. Connor in the pits for his second and last stop. Callum coming in exactly the same time, so right next to each other in the pits. Andre coming in as well. And Chris Russell coming in. So Andy had 1 pit stop left to go. Terry still a minute back. But this will be the fight to the finish. We have Paul now leading the GT4s with Rob 5 seconds back now, so Rob is gaining on Paul. So this will be a fight to the finish. 10 laps to go, 5-second gap. Still Andy in the pits, so here we go. So Andy coming into the pits, Connor coming out, 2 more corners to come. Callum 5 seconds back, Chris 5 seconds back on that as well. So out comes Andy. Connor coming around the last bend. So Andy having a cushion of about 4 seconds on Connor. So again, 8 laps to go. Good chance, back markers here. Good chance Connor, if he can be on it. Well, this is going to hurt Andy. They're both fighting it out, and Andy is just losing time left, right and centre. There you go. Andy probably lost about a second there at least. And you might see Rob, you might see Connor in the background there. It's down to 4 seconds. Down to 4 seconds. Mr. Blonde still 5 seconds ahead in the GT4s, but it's all to play for. All to play for with 8 laps to go. Lloyd in the pits again. Is that a second pit stop or third pit stop? Maybe he's done 2 late pit stops. Andy 4 seconds to Connor. Paul 6 seconds to Rob. These are the 2 main battles we've got on the track at the minute, and they're both for the lead of the race. Still 4 seconds, 3.5 seconds. There you go. Connor can actually see Andy. You can actually see him to try and reel him in. Andy lost a little bit there, getting past Chris Raymond and Aston Martin. Let's see if Connor has the same problem. I've smashed up rear there, Shag. Yeah, he's flashing his light saying, I'm coming. There you go, Shag gets well out of the way. We might save a bit of time there, but it's gone up to 4.5 seconds. Rob and Mr. Blonde. Rob still 5 seconds back, so Rob still might have that damage from earlier. I was expecting to catch him up, but Paul looks like he's going to, if he can keep it together, looks like he can win this race. There's Rob in the background, so you've got the start straight to make up. Got it down to 5 seconds. Andy holding it out at 4 seconds. And there he is in the background, flashing his lights, going, "Wait! Get back here!" Just needs to get it under 3 seconds, and then just try and whittle that around. 6 seconds, 6 laps to go. Rob and Misha only 5 seconds apart. Rob's got it down to 3 seconds now. 8 laps to go. Rob's at the end of that straight. This is the two battles, and they're both together on this track at the same point. There you got Andy, there you got Rob. Behind him you got Callum, you got Terry just span it in the background. Doing really well, Terry. That Mercedes is just too beefy, I think, too beefy. Connor has got it down to just shy of 3 seconds. Oh dear, Rob's gone again, so that's it. Rob's it's that last corner. Twice Rob's just span it on that last corner, and Connor has just lost a bit of time to Andy there as well. I think Connor's got some damage now. I've got a feeling that he won't be able to keep up with Andy now. That was a hell of an impact. So it looks like Paul is heading for victory in the GT4 class. He'd be happy with that. Coming behind Andy. Yeah, blue flags, let him past. Good driving. There's Connor in the background. Didn't lose too much time on Andy. Still at 4 seconds, but if it didn't have that impact, I'm sure it would have been a couple seconds. The story of life. Sometimes the luck's not with you. Andy pulling out an extra second now. Callum's dropped back a bit, 12 seconds off the lead. Chris Russell, 26 seconds. Lloyd's dropped a fair bit back, 55 seconds. All 4 of those were nip and tucked at one point. It was like 10 seconds between all 4 of them. Now we've got Andre, who's got past Terry. I think that he's lost his rear spoiler. I think Terry's had enough of his car now. Kimmy not too far back. You know, he was in the pits for a fair while. There you go, Lloyd. Paul's got a 14-second lead now. Rob's car's a bit battered. Rob letting some back markers go through. Misha. Don't think Dima liked this car very much. And then Matt at the back of the field. There you go, Andy pulled out another 2.5 seconds on that lap. 6.5 seconds. I think Connor has just taken out a load of barge poles. Billboards. It's gone up to 7 seconds now, so I think Andy's on cruise control now, bringing it home. I'm sure Callum would like to snide second space off his brother, so he'll be on it to the end. 4 laps to go. Oh, Connor, what's going on? Looks like Connor has retired. Is he retired? Don't know what happened there. Connor just pulled up for a good 10 seconds there. Unless he wants to race with his brother, maybe. But he's gone about 7 seconds down on him. Not sure what's going on there. So now, a change in position. Callum is ahead of his brother Connor now. Not sure what happened there. Maybe find out after the race. So Kimi has got past Terry now. 8 seconds. So Terry has gone from the front of the field to the back of the field in the GT3. Not very happy with that, I reckon. Kimi's trying to get past the back marker. Can Chris gain 7 seconds, 3 laps to go, and claim the podium spot? I'm not sure what happened to Connor. He might have had a malfunction of the steering wheel or something, I'm not sure. We've got a fight here. Misha 3 seconds down on Rob. Might be doable. Mr. Blonde 12 seconds in the lead. Oh no, Misha spun it. Tricky. So, Andy winning the GT3 class by 15 seconds with 2 laps to go. Connor had some kind of car malfunction and has been demoted to 3rd from 2nd. And he is 8 seconds down on his brother. Chris Russell 7 seconds down on Connor in 4th. Lloyd a minute down. Andre in 6th. We've had a couple drop out here. I think Terry Mills is retired. And who else is retired? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've had a GT4 drop out as well, and that would be... who would that be? Who's a GT4 that's dropped out? Just been told that Connor stopped on track because it said that he had a 30-second penalty. So we'll look into that at the end of the race. That might get overturned. So we're heading into the last lap as nightfall appears again. We had a dropout. Who was the dropout? Oh, it's Chris Raymond. He dropped out. Andy, 3-4 more corners to go. 2 more back markers to. You might as well just stay behind him. He doesn't want to. There's no need to get into that battle. All he has to do is stay behind him, go past the finish line, and he will win at Donington Park in the GT3s. 20 seconds in the lead. And there it is. Andy Craven, Donington Park Endurance Race winner. Well done to him. Have we got any more battles on track? 30, 50, no. That is the only battle on track, I think. So here comes Connor. He's had an up and down race. Started a high. Oh, nearly span it there. He's had a penalty. He's had. Went to the back of the grid. He's had everything. Been off the track. Everything. 3rd place goes to Chris Russell, reigning champion. Well done to him. Callum finishes in 2nd. No, I don't know how that worked. Callum's in 4th. Lloyd's coming round the last few bends to finish in 5th. Mr. Blonde, there he is, wins the GT4s. Well done to him. And Rob, he's had an up and down race as well. Span twice, hit the wall, long time in the pit, so well done to him for finishing 2nd. Rob, 3rd in the GT4s. Dima didn't have his best of races, one of the faster guys, but I don't think he likes that car. And then Misha and Matt to finish the race. Well done to everybody. And there we go. Thank you for watching, and we shall see you for the next race next week at Le Mans Short Circuit.
And it gave me 15 seconds for it.
Did you get one for giving a place back? Because I had to give like 2 places back when someone took out Shags. I had to go onto the gloss to avoid it, and then I had to give up 2 places. And then my mechanics told me it'd be a good idea just to really cold and really high, pumped up to the max hard tires on the back of my car. Yeah, well, if you just drive that car, you never get a bad car plate. Honestly, it was like driving a trolley those last few laps.
I was lucky that I had it on fuel and I was driving on full setup. And all 4 tires were changing automatically.
Oh, you did well, to be fair. You did alright. I was just gutted because I was actually having a good race. And then yeah, the pits decided, oh, let's go
Hello, hello. Are you there, Andy? Hello, hello. How are we, Andy? Hello, Callum. Connor. Keep getting your fucking names mixed up. Can you hear me, Connor?
I can hear you, mate. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I haven't. I didn't look at the result sheet whether you got a penalty or not.
No. But I had 4-second penalty at the end, but I was miles ahead in second.
No, you didn't. You didn't get a 30-second penalty. You only got a 3-second one. Oh, it's Callum, not you, dumbass.
Yeah,
The whole stream, I got you two's name mixed up.
It happens, mate.
Alright, let me get your brother in and see. I might take. Yeah, well done. You had a bit of a up and down race.
Yeah,
What happened? What? Yeah, I was going through everybody and I noticed you being right at the back. I don't know what happened there. What happened there?
Yeah, I just clipped like the outside curb and it just took me into the gravel. And then obviously I had to let everyone through because
Yeah.
it would have been a massive crash. So, but I battled through and then my TV turned off, so I had to stop on track.
Yeah, I seen you do. I was saying that on the stream, and I was like, why does he stop there? But yeah, you did no, I didn't fucking move.
Hi, Mark, okay?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I'm good.
So what happened with that 30-second penalty then? It just come up on the screen.
Yeah, so the second lap, don't know what you obviously seen it, but ball was clear, I don't know his name. He span, and then I hit him, couldn't avoid it, it's a mistake. Then I just said 30-second penalty, track limits, or then leave track.
Right. So did you stop on track or did you just carry on?
Well, I'd slowed down to avoid it, and then by the time it just went 30 seconds. It almost like you
carried on.
thought that I've cut
Half the track.
Right.
I don't know, it was weird.
Well, if I don't know, can you get a video of it? If you send me a video of it, I'll check it out and I might give you that 30 seconds back.
Okay, I will save the video clip now.
Yeah. Yeah, if it is just a computer error, then I'll give you 30 seconds back. Will it make any difference? If it doesn't make any difference, then it doesn't matter. But
Not sure. I'll have do you have a picture of the leaderboard?
yeah, I do. Yeah. It's
Send over to me and I'll see if it makes a difference. But
well, I've got the difference in times here. It's got Andy, and then it's got your brother 27 seconds back. Then it's got Chris 34 seconds back, but then it's got you 1 minute 11. So that's
we'll make a difference.
yeah. But how long do you reckon you slow down for?
No, not that much.
No.
5 seconds max.
Well, so you take 30 seconds off of that, and that would be well, it's gonna be still 40 seconds, isn't it?
Yeah. The last lap, I have about 1.2 litres left of fuel, so I've got no risk in it. So
You slow down a bit more. Yeah.
I don't know if you know, but Kimmy was a bumper car, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think I got that on stream. Well, I think you both survived, if you know what I mean. None of you. I think he was the one that span out on one of them, but I don't think it was anyone's fault. I think it was just two cars close to each other. No, well done.
You racing next week or are you not until either?
Well, I should have raced tonight. I could have raced tonight because there was a bloody gap, wasn't there? But if there's a gap next week, then I'll race. But I'm not bothered. Not bothered, to be honest. But yeah, no, well done, and see you next week. All right. Cheers, bye. Hello.
Hello.
You alright? I don't know what happened earlier. It just chucked me out for some reason.
Yeah, no worries.
No, that bloody Terry Mills, he come out of nowhere, didn't he? What happened there?
Yeah, he was a lot quicker than me. I don't know what happened. I saw him kind of have a bit of a coming together with. I can't even remember who it was now. One of the Twisted Flea guys or whatever. But he did me a big favour because he'd have had that. No problems at all.
Well, no, I was concentrating on him and you because I just know you're fast, and when he got you at pole, I was like, where the hell did that come from?
Yeah, I've been running low 28s like last couple of days, just doing a bit of practice, but obviously conditions are probably not quite as warm as what I've been practicing in, and yeah, just couldn't really get a good setup again for this one, and yeah, he were kind of coming into the corners and through them and then out of them in the murk. I think he was anywhere, all over me. I was trying actually not to block him, to be honest, but I thought I'd try and rely on my stop strategy and, just see what happens next. He was gone, but...
Yeah, I noticed, I was keeping an eye on both of you because he was, like you say, as quick as you, and when he come in the pits, he come out and was catching you by about 5 seconds after a few laps. He's 5 seconds closer to you, so I was thinking you're going to come in and he's going to be in the lead, and then he had a spin and he lost like 14 seconds, and that's what you come back out in front, but then he had a couple more spins after that, so yeah, I think he struggled to tame that Mercedes because it is a bit beefy, isn't it? And,
it is.
And in the end, I think he retired because he just kept spinning out, I think. But,
yeah, I saw him leave, yeah.
But yeah, I was just surprised, good surprise, that he was so quick, really. But,
yeah.
But I was watching everyone, really, and Connor in the Audi, he was catching you a little bit. But
I saw that.
He had a crash. Well, he come off the track right at the start, went right to the back of the field, and he come back up to second, and he was only about 8 seconds behind you. But then he had a couple spins as well, and his brother had a penalty, 30-second penalty for nothing apparently. So he's sending me a video because I might give him that 30 seconds back. But but no, it's a good race.
Yeah, it was good. Enjoyed that. It's night to day to dawn or whatever. It's it makes it a bit interesting, doesn't it?
Well, yeah. At 9 o'clock at night, I'm guessing the track temperature wasn't that high. What was your tyres like?
To be honest, on this game, I never really have any problems with wear or overheating. I don't know whether it's my setups and or driving style, but never have a problem with them. The issue I've got is I don't have enough grip, and that's I think, like you say, because it were 9 o'clock at night. I were probably practicing. I think like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It was a big difference. So,
yeah.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't really get those low 28s that I've been doing in practice all week. But yeah, I knew I had a fairly decent race setup that I could run at high 28s. Probably more like low 29s, I think was my fastest. So yeah, just keep that in trouble as always, and keep it on the track, and you got a chance.
Don't blame me because I sent the lobby settings, so you could have copied that.
No, I've been struggling with the setup all week with this thing. I normally get a fairly decent in the Ginetta, but I thought if I can get a good lap in the middle of the day, I can just tweak it for the evening, and could never get a good lap, so just kind of, took a bit of a plunging up for the best, really.
Yeah, see, I'm crap with setup, so I just stick with the cars I know, and I do quite well in them, but I can't drive that Ginetta, I don't like it. Sounds like a washing machine on wheels.
Yeah, it's an interesting one, yeah.
Alright, well done, and I'll see you next week, alright?
Cheers, buddy.
Do the tables for you, alright?
Alright, sound mate, thanks, have a good week.
See you later, bye.
Cheers, bye.